Yo! Episode 35, let's see where that is. I ate lunch with a friend today, and like when I walked to him, I realized he was, oh, Fishman Island! Oh yeah! Or not Fishman Island, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Arlong Park. Wow, that is a good arc. Arguably one of the best of the earlier series. Also, hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Also, I need to get it set up. Jeez. Pause, this guy says he's not hacking, ban him for lying. What's up, Delano? I think Grand Line has to be around like what, 50, 60? I'll look at it in a second. Because like, yeah, after this, you have everybody who's gonna go to the Grand Line. Mods are too powerful. The mods are too powerful indeed. The Grand Line. I guess it's the mountain episode. First mountain arc. Episodes 60, yeah, 62 to 63 is the reverse mountain arc. Do they make Blackbeard before? I think it's after, because then they also hint at Doflamingo. Also listening to some of the Absu soundtrack today. Very excited. Oh shoot, wait, stream is time. Okay, sorry, I was looking at stuff. Hello everybody. Oh my gosh. How long have I not been paying attention? I apologize. Hello everyone. Welcome back. It's been a day and an hour, right? We have moved the streams back an hour 30 to, an hour 30 to 8:30 p.m. CT Central Time. I realized I could just remove Oh. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Mickey responded to my very violent. I've had a aphid and or spider mite infestation of my plant. Man, I'm super distracted this stream. Wow, I apologize. But yeah, it's exam season, so we've moved everything back to an hour 8:30 p.m. CST. It's gonna mess with my mental clock because like I'm gonna finish the stream. I'm gonna think it's 9 o'clock, but it's going to be 10 o'clock. It's gonna be strange. But hope you're all doing well. Hope you guys had a great Thursday. It's Friday now, so everyone celebrate, right? We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna finish up our blah blah blah, whatever it's called. Oh my god, Harpy Eagle, wow. And then we're gonna do some fun 50% at the end. Then I realized the promptathon is next Tuesday, so we can actually fit in another construction before then, most likely. Yeah, so super excited. No reason to hold back, right? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I set the right timer. Jeez, I forgot how to stream. It's only been a day. Cool stuff. So yeah, I've been slowly preparing for my exams, but also I'm just having to catch up with a lot of schoolwork. Also, this is a nice pen. I don't want to be using a nice pen for warm-ups. I want to be using a bad pen for my warm-ups. Yeah, it's been a lot to catch up with the homework and study at the same time. My software engineering class is ridiculously demanding. Meetings, tons of diagrams, charts, presentations, all this stuff. Hey, what's up, Dazzling? No, you're just in time. We just got started for today. And yes, I did not forget, we owe you a pigeon drawing, and that's most likely going to happen today. Little pigeon doodles, left and right. But yeah, so streams are going to be later at night for a bit. I made a post if you're interested in what the hours are going to look like this week. We're going to be taking 3 days off. But I will be doing the promptathon, and I want to do the entirety of it. There's no reason I shouldn't have, because I take 10-minute breaks between an hour of studying. So, if I study for, let's say, 6 hours a day, I should be able to get an hour in of drawing. Woo! Hope your day's been going well so far, Dazzling. I can almost say your night because it's so late. What else has happened since then? Oh, I involved myself in a conversation a while ago about work ethic / timing. And this is something I'm going to make an entire video about one day because it is something that really, it's disheartening. And I think it's a very, very important thing that this channel needs to cover, involving habits and doing things that you love, which is this notion of there's a correlation, a direct correlation, a strong correlation between hours worked and output / quality. Many people have this notion that the more you work, the better it has to be. Basically, the more time equals better. And this is seen, it's delayed gratification. We know it, we are special, humans are special because we have that. That's what allowed us to, you know, survive the evolutionary, I don't know, just become such an advanced species. It's a very cool and important thing. We know that if we invest something now, we could get something out of it later. But this has turned toxic. This very Puritan idea of I need to optimize my life. It's been something I've been very interested in looking at as of recent, because it's something that has infected my life quite a bit. And recently, the other day, someone made a remark that they want to study, draw, whatever it may be, for 12 hours a day. And as a person who has studied for upwards of 12 hours a day at some points, for prolonged periods, weeks even, this would be almost close to last semester, but that was usually about 8 to 10 hours a day at max. It suffers greatly from diminishing returns. I would say the most you can get out of something, learning, as a constructive and growth-oriented process, for me, my experience is 4 to 6 hours a day doing something. The rest are going to be spent meandering or doing less important tasks. And so, I can't make the video right now. I don't have the resources, the professionals, because there's no way I'm going to be doing this on my own. I'm going to be getting data and testimony from people who know their stuff. That this notion of, oh, I'm just going to do this for 12 hours a day until I become perfect at it, that's just not how it works. And I really want to know where this mentality comes from, because it's so prevalent in today's culture, yet I don't see any media encouraging such behavior. I don't see anybody explicitly saying it, yet everywhere, if you look up how to do something for 10 hours a day, there's so much like Sigma grind set stuff on it, which it's toxic. Sure, things do require hard work, but till burnout, till excessive atrophy, and these terrible things that happen to you, your mind, and your body, it's I'm not gonna even try. Jianjia? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, it's like I highly recommend watching the movie Whiplash to anybody. My roommate brought it up, and I did about a year ago now, a year ago, a little over a year ago, I did a report on it for my psychology class, covering the kind of things that are present in the movie. I believe it was the psychological conditions of some of the characters, and it's I would almost call it an allegory, but it's a presentation of how toxic this mentality can be, where people resolve themselves to absolutely destroying their person to become this idealized version of themselves that's purely art, that's purely drumming, that's purely working out. And people, it's such a strange comparison, because if I tell someone that I'm going to deadlift 300 pounds tomorrow, I'm going to spend 8 hours at the gym, they're going to call me stupid, because I'm not at that level, and your body cannot exert itself for that long. That is a fact. Yet when someone says it when studying or something, they're like, oh, okay, wow, that's a lot, but it can be hard, but you can do it. Since where's this line between physical and mental exertion? Right? It's unfair. It's unrealistic. We're so obsessed with getting more out of the day that we're willing to sacrifice the things that make us human and happy. And that's disappointing. There is no such thing as saving time. Time can only be spent. And that's my rant for the day. And yes, I sometimes have vivid dreams. I've actually recently been having a lot of very vivid dreams of me missing assignments, which has been an issue. I will not lie. I keep waking up extremely nervous, even about to walk to my computer, because I'm so nervous that I missed an assignment, a deadline, or something like that. I wouldn't call myself a professional on the topic, but I am fond of those overwork. The product of overworking is those dreams that fond of anxieties about due dates and the such. I was unhappy with that box, so I'm redoing it here. But my goals have kind of changed on the channel over the last couple of weeks. I want to encourage healthy daily habits and the ability to make a real positive change in your life. with the caveat as it has to be a positive, healthy change. Not this notion of overworked perfectionism. Great things can be achieved, and it won't need such sacrifice. There's a reason every training arc, every training montage you've seen have those moments of respite, and it's usually between them sucking and them being magically good. Like if you imagine the hero and the typical hero's journey going through the training arc, it usually starts with them sucking at everything, they can't lift this weight or something, and then they sit with a friend and they drink or they eat or they sleep. And the next day, next cut, it's that. Finish the tiger head construction tomorrow. I'll start the otter. I've got to look at lesson 5 critiques first. Yes, I actually saw it. I was gonna write a critique in the Discord, but then I got tired and I started watching One Piece. But Kat, if you want to today, we can actually look at it because I'm not really pressed for time. If you're okay with that. Oh, the Dream Tiger! I saw a video. I saw an animation of the Dream Tiger. What is the Dream Tiger? Because I'm maybe tempted to draw today. That was a much better box. I'm happy with that. And our timer just went out too. Too bad. Some Twitter meme at this point, every hot artist hopped on the drawing. I do have a Twitter account for the YouTube channel, but I have not used it since I think day 3 of the channel. Because for those who don't know, I was going to quit on day 3. Not Drawbox per se, but streaming. It was a bit overwhelming, the notion. Speaking of wonky, that was a bit of a strange placement. Oh wow, look at that. I just dodged it right there. Jeez. I feel like I need to work on my line work. It has been a day, but that's no excuse. I want an extended warm-up today. That would be quite fun. We may do the Dream Tiger and a pigeon, I'm not sure. Maybe a Dream Pigeon, if you will. Oh, I haven't watched Princess Mononoke. Is that how you pronounce it? People in the Dropbox community are so funny. You're right. Sorry, I was looking at the thing. What was it? Yeah, so Dream Tiger. So cool. No, this is just Venom. God, that is really cool looking. Oh, that one's super cool. I like this one the most. Oh, and this one's just like a cute version. That is so, so cool. Maybe we'll hop on it. We'll see. Looks fun. I'll definitely be using a reference, so. That made me feel better about my lines, but I think we ought to continue. I'm gonna watch Germa. I don't know why. It's been like a week. I need my Germa dosage. What if you guys turned into the stream? Onion ring. Onion ring, pog! What if you guys turned into the stream one day and it's just like Germa? And there's no... like no reference, like I don't mention it or Germa doesn't mention it. It's just Germa for a stream. I never acknowledge it no matter what. You guys can have a boycott of my streams. I'll be like, why are you guys boycotting? You'll be like, cause Germa popped up instead of you, Kevin. Like, I just don't respond. Man, I feel so bad. Whenever you look at Germa's chat, they're so mean. They're like, what is this guy, stupid? Hey Germa, you're ugly. Germa, ugly. Why does his face look like -2? Like, Jesus. Thank you guys for being very kind in chat. I appreciate it. To be real, if I had Germa's chat, I would probably be... That's the thing though, Germa's community is awesome. Like, they're all very kind, supportive of Germa's endeavors. They all really do love Germa. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself an active participant in his community, but Germa's an awesome guy. I would love to meet him one day at like a con or something. Convention. Don't know why I called it a con. Get him to sign my face or something. I don't know. I think a picture with Germa. I think that's like... that would be my... most prized picture. My family? No. My wife? No. Anybody that I marry? No. Germa? So that dream had binary as pictures patterns, by the way. Binary as pictures patterns? Sorry, Chief, I don't follow. That dream. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize what you said. Had the strangest dream about a Donald Duck ARG. Like the, yeah, but repetitive shapes. So the entire dream was like that? And... or just the ARG portion, which I'm assuming like you maybe watched like a video in your dream or something? Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of ARGs. Maybe there's already one on the channel and you guys haven't realized yet. What? What if this entire channel existed to serve as an ARG? It was never about drawing your habits. But the shaped numbers thing, pretty cool. Interesting. I'm kind of picturing it like the ASCII donut. Shape to numbers to words. Okay, you lost me. I had you in the first part and then I lost you. Whenever I go back to school, I have a lot of dreams other than like the obligatory, oh shoot, assignment late. I have a lot of dreams about races, like Formula. Geez, races, that sounds like bad out of context. But like Formula 1, I'm very into Formula 1. Shout out Leclerc. But and like why am I upset? I don't know. Like it's just weird. Frequent persistent dreams about Formula, and it's usually me racing or like having been pulled in the race. About sci-fi, not that I can remember, they're usually pretty grounded in reality. In fact, I'd say it's very weird for a dream of mine to get like super outside of Earth, if that makes sense, like outside of the normal human realm of things. They're never abstract, always very grounded. There's no like super tech or techie stuff like lasers and stuff. It's just weird interpretations and stories of life. They're oftentimes interesting and very dramatic, but typically lack any you know, otherworldly. Like even my my nightmares. Don't get me started on I actually, okay. I'm gonna need you guys to stick with me for a second while I set this timer. I'm not gonna say I like having nightmares, but I just like, no, I don't know how to phrase this without sounding like a psychopath. The notion to me of waking up in that fight or flight, yeah, who knows, right? But the notion to me of waking up in that fight or flight, I'm not gonna say like I like it, I want it to happen, but I'm not opposed to that happening. I know I sound like weird, but it's just an interesting feeling to have, is what I'll say that. I'll make my peace with that. Shoot, I just realized I never finished an assignment. I'm not going to be able to do that tonight. Move it to tomorrow. When does it due? Here, wait, let's check that before we continue with this stream. And also, I'm going to change the music while we're at it and probably get a sip of water. The rest for me happen whenever I get overheated. No chill. Interesting. Yeah, let's do the 29th. That's doing the 21st. So it's due tomorrow. And I have to do 20 more problems. Cool. So we can, we'll probably survive. I could definitely do that tomorrow, easy. Oh, geez, I have to, I'm sorry, I'm checking the assignment stuff. Look at me talking about how I get stressed over, things being due. Yep, 1 day, 3 hours left. Okay, we're good. We'll play some Ori and the Blind Forest music. I'm gonna mute. Everyone, get your water, please. Drink some water. Treat yourself well today by doing something healthy for yourself, involving food and or drink. Yeah. Looking at the, having a day not looking at the birdie, our beautiful Harpy eagle, which we'll pull up right now. I think we kind of nailed the depth with the leg, or maybe it's just a bit too small, but it definitely feels like it's fading into the distance. So I think we did a good job with proportions right there. And if Kat wants, we can. Kat, would you like us to do a quick review of your work, or do you care particularly? Also, oh my gosh, yawn. Apologies. We're gonna go over here to our camp chat ref. Oh, there's our beautiful birdie. Awesome creature. Definitely can see where I think these are the things that inspired those, whatever they're called from Harry Potter. I mean, the likeness is uncanny, right? It is definitely the same bird. I think I haven't looked it up, and I know it's a simple Google search away, but yeah, anyways, let's start our timer. And actually, I'm going to bring this back to my main monitor because we're going to talk about what we want to do today. So we have the additive forms of the face, and then we have the cape, the sharp point of the wing, and out actually venture for our wing form, additive wing form. We're going to add one more part to it, which is I want it to be a tiny bit thick, like this. That'll really add some volume. And we want this negative shape. Actually, so that's not technically real. But I just want something to quantify. Just give it a little bit of volume. Or maybe, I mean, that's the outside form, so yeah, that's the best we could do, actually. Pause it. Here, I will only do a review if you actually want me to, because if you if you want my critique, that's totally fine. I don't want to like force that notion, right? If you feel like you're good without a critique, you've already recognized all of your faults, then I don't want to push that on you. So it's definitely your call, but I'm totally cool with doing a critique if you'd like. And in that same notion, let's see, for the birdie, I think we should flesh out more of the neck right here. We should say actually more of the neck. So yeah, we have this little crest, which the neck, or this podium, it's like the esophagus, which the neck sits on. We already kind of drew that, and we did a pretty okay job of it. I do want to extend the neck outwards, so we have this fluff leading up to it. So this would look like, here's our original tube, and then we're going to connect right there, or like do this to the original tube in some form or fashion. And then what else? We have this form for the back of the head right here. And then we have the cape as well. So cape, wing, additive forms for the face. And then we'll be done. And we could probably do something with the ground and rocks underneath. This is my untextured bird though, so I'm not really sure if we want to be doing all that. However, I think having a perch here would be really cool and give a lot of information. A critique is fine. I'm not really pressed for time today. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to be like, oh, cat's done. Let's go critique it. Like only if you legitimately want to critique. Is it okay if I put them all on stream? And I'm always gonna ask because I don't want to ever put someone's art in stream that they weren't okay with. And here we'll bring it to the zoom in view, the intimidating zoomed in view. Grab those real quick. And while we wait for Cat's response, I'm gonna go mess with something real quick. And we're back, and Cat said, yeah, huge. Okay, so here is Cat's tire construction. Very good. The likeness is there. And our little wolf construction. Huge. So these constructions are extremely tricky because Uncomfy, I'm not going to say did a bad job, just could have done a better job. These are older videos, right? So there's a lot of stuff that he didn't cover that exist in reviews, and you said you're going to look at more reviews, which is awesome. That's a very good thing. First thing I noticed about this that I really like that you did is the planes for the nose are done extremely well here. Specifically like the rotating of form, and the fact that this part of the nose obscures all the other forms that are happening over here. You did an excellent job. Yeah, cat's cat. Yeah. Amazing job on that. Now, same thing with these additive forms. I can see your brain solving, yeah, it's especially right here, like having this form right here to explain the side of the face. Now, one thing I do see that you do kind of avoid with your additive forms is you don't overlap them a ton. You did a really good job right here, where this one is sitting on the side of the face, which was already hard enough to do, but then you made this one, it sits in front of this one, so excellent job right there. But remember, our additive forms aren't just blobs. They can take many forms. And yeah, so like right here, I would have extended this one out a bit and then brought it outside the form. So don't be afraid. This was in your lesson 4 critique. Don't be afraid to extend it beyond the form. Because now when you do it like this and you have these extra chunks out here, you can note, oh, there is a form that goes back here. Sure, we won't be able to see it entirely because it's obscured by this form, but we'll be able to see it. Same thing with the jowls. Here is the front of our tiger's head, and it looks like we did get a little bit lost with what planes were what, because like this slanted plane, but that's just something you'll get used to as you instruct these. But remember, our jowls are 3D forms, so while this may sit on this front plane right here, we have this like little pentagon type thing happening, right? Or hexagon? Yeah, technically a hexagon, I guess. Is our form's going to sit on top of it. So we're going to go out here, and then we're going around and out, disappearing over here, and maybe, you know, we hit this form, and so now we're traveling on top of it, and then we go over here. And so this gives this very 3D feel to it, on top of what's there. So don't be afraid. I'd say that's the number one takeaway from this construction, is don't be afraid to exist outside the form. You did a really good job here. Oh, look at that. You did an amazing intersection right here. I'm very impressed by your snout, the planes for your snout. One thing that we do not want to be doing, or we want to be avoiding, is repetitive pattern-like textures for fur. Remember, Uncomfy states that while these are methodical, and that's very good, we want to use these to indicate the direction of the fur, how it's behaving, right? So while there may be a bunch of tiny clumps, you know, it maybe has like really raggedy hair or something, we don't want the same one. These lines are very intentional, and that is a good thing, but let's try to indicate motion now, right? Of how things are moving out with these very nice shapes. Great job on this side of the face. You've really demonstrated that you understand that this side of the face is going to be more visible, and there's going to be less room on this side of the face. Great job there. And then for probably the biggest thing is the eye. So you did the eye socket, great. Wonderful job there. And it's, oh yeah, you even indicated that's wrapping around our not sausage form, our head. So wonderful job there. As for the eye though, oh, okay. We have to remember that our eye is a sphere. It is a 3D object inside of it. And so any like eye or brow that we have over it, it has to wrap around that sphere. And then it exists up here as a muscle. That's what this is. That's what practically all of this is, from, you know, this additive form, which is both muscle and fur, to this. It's all additive form, right? Or muscle, sorry. So remember, we don't want to do symbolic drawing because this did technically classify as symbolic drawing by just drawing an eyelid. There's no such thing as just an eyelid. We have muscles here. So we're going to have the entire eye. It's going to be a bit set back in the head because we're looking from the right side. And then we're going to see the broader part of this muscle on this side. And then we're going to see the same thing down here. And sure, it looks uncanny, but remember, we're not trying to draw things that are pretty. Even though you did a great job in drawing something pretty little cat. And then ears, you did a good job too. Once again, I'd try to start straying away from just the simple sausage form. You're allowed to do practically whatever form that isn't too complex to describe what's happening on your animals. But wonderful work here. You did a much better job and demonstrated a better conceptual understanding of the snout than I did. I was too scared to bring it out like you did, but wonderful works here. So 3 big takeaways is eyes. Remember, no symbolic drawing, right? We want to draw the full eye and then draw our muscles over it. So no symbolic drawing. Stray away from the simple sausage form. It's okay, and it's great to use. There's just more forms. And then don't be afraid to jump off the form. You did a good job jumping off the form here. But for things like the jowls, even if it's something that's hard to understand, try to jump off the form and don't be too scared of it. Let's see what we got here. So the wolf, also excellent job, shares its likeness. We do have the repeating fur here, so let's try to indicate that this is the mane. The mane, while wolves are going to be a bit more ragged, right? And the mane is definitely just going to be a part where the hair just stands up a bit more. It's not going to be as smooth as the back, which we're only going to have like a tiny bit of fur breaking the surface, right? But good that you're being intentional. That's a very good thing. The eyes, I think I already said that. Remember, we want to have a muscle over it. And even though this is a portrait view, or profile view, which is kind of hard to do 3D forms for, be careful of that. You did a wonderful job of jumping away from your form here and indicating that, hey, there's all this fur underneath, so I'm going to jump off the neck and do that. So you did a wonderful job right there. That is exactly what we want to see. The only thing that can make that... Oh, wow. I just realized all of this is an additive form. I didn't... Like, great job. Oh my gosh. And you buttressed it perfectly against the nose over here, so good job on that as well. Just remember, when we have additive forms like this, we have to start thinking about symmetry. Whatever happens to this side of the wolf's face is going to happen over here. So we have to be ready for it to be equal. So if we have this additive part of fur, then we should probably have it over here, right? The paws, I wouldn't stress. I wouldn't say that they're horrible. You did a wonderful job there. As for the legs, great use of sausage forms, but remember, also, you started doing your line weight. Wonderful job. I'm very glad to see that. Awesome work. But now with this line weight is we want to make sure we indicate where things intersect. So these legs have intersections. I think you did that right here, and you did a pretty excellent job on this one, but I don't see that in many other places. So remember, our line of intersection should probably... this one's actually okay. In fact, wait. Yeah, because if this sausage form was like this, then I'd say this is a perfect line of intersection. These, it does get a bit muggy, so maybe about right here. This one is actually okay if this form went like this. Same thing here. Other than that, I think you did an excellent job. Actually, I'd say this fur is actually pretty accurate down here to how it hangs off. Indicating where this form intersects the main body form is very important, right? We want to say, hey, this is where it's going into our main body. I just realized our timer's still going. I'm really impressed by these additive forms on the head, though. You buttress them against the eye. And same thing with the nose. You did a pretty good job showing what planes are visible. So yeah, I'd say this one, symmetry, symbolic drawing with the eye, and your fur, and for, intersections. So yeah, excellent work, Cat. You definitely took some of your lesson 4 stuff to heart, especially the line weights, the sausage forms, and their intersections, and I'm very glad to see that you're applying those. Most people just do lesson 4, or I wouldn't say most people, that's me, but a lot of people, and if you look at a lot of critiques by Dio, a lot of people just do lesson 4 and then just kind of forget about the things that they learned in lesson 4, or don't apply them, but you are doing a wonderful job of that. So keep up the great work. This is extremely impressive, and I'm seeing a lot of growth here. And I cannot wait to see your next construction. So wonderful work. And that concludes the cat review segment. So hopefully you got something from that. It was a lot of words. So always feel free to ask me more questions or to elaborate or just to tell me that I'm wrong, because I do that a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna take a big sip of water and then we're gonna get back to our animal construction. I was kind of scared that we were muted the whole time, because like I couldn't see my microphone meter. I was like, what if this entire time? Awesome, huge. So yeah, here's our pretty animal. Let us try do it justice. So yeah, like we said, we want to where to start? The wing. I think that's the most pressing matter. Because we get this really sharp form over here that gives, and this negative shape specifically, right here, this triangle, I really love it. It looks like we actually did a pretty good job defining this triangle and the one between the legs. This is more of a like, trapezoidal type beat, but still love it. This one is a bit pronounced in ours, more than it should be. And we can, oh wait, we can add the additive form and it'll null it a bit. So yeah, let us do the wing additive form. Let's look at this pretty birdie down here to do it. Actually, we'll go all the way over here to our little isolated one. Cool. Okay. So yeah, we want to not go out too far. We definitely want to make it feel like it is Batman. And sorry, that's such a stupid joke. So you actually do see this roundness right here on the form, and I need to do some line weight to indicate that that part of the chicken wing is on front. But this little point down here is actually this darker gray zone right here. So we're gonna go up and then immediately separate the form. So I think this is the shape we want to go for. I actually want to go out and then have this curve downwards, this sharp curve downwards. I want this very angular feeling to it. Yeah, so in fact, I'm feeling pretty bold. We can use some plumb lines slash here, like look at that. The center of this leg is where this one begins. So this is a bit off. It's a bit too far to the right, I believe. So still, if we do this about right here, and you're like, okay, this is probably where it starts, and I feel pretty good about that. In fact, I think it should be a bit more to the left. And then we would just travel over this form. Now, seeing that in 3D, I am having a bit of an issue because of this intersection line. I keep seeing this one down here, and it's messing me up, but it has to be like this, I believe. So, out here. This is actually an extremely important line that we're about to make, and I should probably place my pen because, oh wait, no, this is the correct one, okay. Also, this just feels like the plane is way too high. Anyways, I'm pressing over silly things. This tells us how round our thing is. So if we go out really far out here, it makes it feel like really bulky. If we go too narrow, it kind of denies the circular nature that is implied by everything. We definitely do have to go at a diagonal. just seeing that diagonal. I have to kind of like block out this part of the line in my mind. I'm going a bit too high. I think we just need to go out a tiny bit more. So. And then we're gonna travel up like this. I don't want to go too far, but yeah, we do want that small, darker region. We have a lot of the tail feather right here, so in fact, I'd say we only travel a tiny bit far and then kind of do all this, so. Because it's gonna sit low and then I feel like it needs to be further out, but I don't have much to qualify that idea. We'll pull a give. There, okay, cool. About a third of a head. So half, third. So we could go out a tiny bit more. Gotta trust my gut with this. And we're going past where this one starts, actually into the leg, where the leg is revealed. So a bit down here. But we also have to remember, we're traveling back in space. We're traveling away. So it's gonna be like this and then back. This and then back. You did miss it. I'm kidding now. What's up? Welcome back to Lona. I'm not sure if I should have brought that down more or not, because, well, it definitely should be lower. I want to make it feel like it's going Batman. Just kidding. I wanted to make, I'm done with that joke. I'm sorry. I wanted to disappear into the background, right? Like this is going to go back here and then cut down. Just feels so flat and I can't do much about it. Talk about dreams. I don't have, like, I remember my dreams, I just can't think of any right now. This one feels so much better and I couldn't tell you why. Probably because it's longer, it starts more towards the middle of the form. So I did fail in that regard. And this curve. Be done with that. It is what it is. Let's work on the additive forms of the face now. So yeah, I'm very worried about, very focused on this very pronounced brow that the very angry brow. Very concerned. It's more stern than angry, right? But it's this very pronounced form. And actually we do see this as it travels from the back of the eye forwards. Like this. And this one definitely sits above the eye. We can even go and just dramatize it a bit. Makes it look very, very dramatic. We can sit, actually, we can go up here and then I do like making these intersect though, so I'd rather... Oh, there goes my birdie. And it kind of continues, actually. Here, we'll choose... I don't know. Good question. But what do you mean by facial cheek? Like cheek muscles? Why is my color picker over there? Interesting. Ugh, doing this on the other monitor is a pain. I have a pet cockatiel. I don't think I've ever noticed... I mean, a lot of his or her, we honestly don't know, expressions are from those feathers on the top, right? And you can definitely tell when he's happy, scared, whatever, by his eyes. That is also a big one. But yeah, I don't think... I mean, this, like a dimple, I would imagine that birds have like dimples. Or at least my cockatiel has something of the sort. I wanted to go like this, along the side of the beak. That's the... something like this, I like. Yep, let's try to accomplish that. And I definitely want to move the brow a bit higher because I feel like we just have a bigger boulder and noggin up here. So I'm going to actually start with that upper one. We are at an extreme angle. I'm going to start with the intersection line of it, which I do want to go like over like this. There we go. And this one starts from the back and crawls up to the front here. So it goes like this and then meets up there. It's a bit small, but I think it's gives it its character. I think the forms are a bit small, causing the eye to look a bit larger than it should. We're going to add the additive form back here. Actually, let's do the neck first, because I do want to expand it to go down a bit more than it is. So maybe if we could do this. Give it this, that little chunk. That should have actually gone out a bit, had this motion. I didn't really look at my reference enough, that's my bad. Cool. And then this kind of extends in the same direction. Now see, we definitely can see the center line running down the back of it. This is going to exist out here. We're going to hop over that center line. I do want to really visualize this. So we have the sphere right here. Of a sort. That's really awful. It's better, but whatever. And we have, you know, this part of the face. In terms of the, and we'll draw all of it, because why not? Ugh, mouse drawing. Awful. We'll do this in like a green or something. Go off here, have this end. Yeah, basically the center line goes out from here, like this. You have this, and then a small portion going like this, and then we have the contour part, which merges into the neck, which is somewhat round, and then we have this. So, like a really weird mohawk or ponytail or whatever it's called. What's it called? Not a mohawk or a ponytail. Mullet. We're gonna add a mullet. So disrespectful. It's such an amazing bird, but you know. So we're gonna go out here. Yeah, I guess, yeah. And then, yeah, so we have this portion where it kind of curls. And then it goes down here. And we come up. Like so. And we meet up here. Like so. Nice. It does kind of seem like it's jumping out, and I don't really want that effect, but... I don't want to add another line up here because it'll just look kind of gross, so... we want to flesh out the beak now. We had an additive form over here, kind of talking about that, but it wasn't anything too crazy. It was just smoothing out this. And yeah, we can't really in our reference image see too much of what's happening with it. It just does go out like this and then kind of come back in. So probably should have ghosted that, but whatever. I think we also had our other reference images for kind of what the beak looks like. Oh, look at this, perfect. Such a beautiful, beautiful bird. Do we have one where it's closed, perchance? Oh, wow, perfect. Bit of a trippy image. Yeah, this has a inside to it, and I don't think we're gonna really see it too much. It has the first kind of thing, and then the second one. God, that's the thing, like, I'd want one of these as a pet, but I couldn't deal with this. It's a wild animal, too. That's not good for the animal or me. There's a more flat bridge right here, but I think it's fine. Ah, jeez. And then we have the cape. We've been really letting up on. But now we have these forms here, so we can kind of merge it where we ought to, because yeah, it bends around the neck, like right here. I'm actually going to draw that first as the footprint. Doesn't sit too far down. And then we sit on top, go out like this. And that ends at our plumb line that we were talking about earlier. It's a very important line. Oh, right here. That travels up and over this form. So. And then we kind of have this breach up here. And it ends, or it starts wrapping around the rest of the form SA, like right back here. So perfect. I like that. And yeah, I think we're practically done. It's just line weights and other stuff. Cool. Yeah, let's focus on our line weights. Let's also do the perch, because why not, right? Thing we will draw. I'm going to start with the silhouette of the perch, because that's the part we know that ink has to be on. We don't really have to think any more than that. Or like little dents and stuff in it. Yeah, that is a wonderful question. How has your work been? Delano, I'm telling you, man, Delano always got the best questions. Oh, we also have the bow back here. But that one's hidden. You can't really see too much of it. I'm working more interested in resting, been sleepy a lot. I feel that. On OC designs. Ooh, dude, that's very fun. Yeah, the legs actually come together. Look at that. That was very much our mistake here. Let's see, we want to indicate that there's a drop off at some points. Goofy little guys, mostly just seen what sticks. Love it. Love the notion of just a goofy little guy. You can't go wrong with such a concept. It does get really dark down here. I'm kind of just scribbling, this ain't good. Why is the shadow on that side? Why did I do that? Vibe check or theme check. That got dark fast. Oof. Somewhat satisfied with that. The middle ground that's bothering me. This is just the rule of cool, I guess. I don't know. They're trying to rework one that's themed with water. Ooh. I like that. Themed with water in what way? Like, what elements of the character bring out this water vibe that you speak of? We'll leave it as that is for now. Mostly the shapes out. This doesn't feel concrete enough, so what I'm going to do is... or like define it topographically, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, this is a mess. Ugh. Whatever. Anyways, that's not the focus here, so we'll focus on inking our birdie. Pizza roll. We don't need to reinforce that. Trying to, you know, pick and choose the right things to add more ink to because we don't want to overdo it. Just something I typically do. I hear the texture challenge calling. We ought to traverse and conquer that beast someday. Oops, went too far. We don't really need to reinforce that one out there. Find this junction. For my cat drawing today for lesson 5, just the foundation. Huge. That Batafin the Zenitsu drawing today, huge, awesome. You made a lot of good work so far. The belly is in front here. My music stopped. Give me my music back. Nope. Then we have our tail. There we go. Okay. I'd say we're about finished here. We'll do a review tomorrow. How about that? And then we have to get to our pigeon thing. That's why I'm hurrying it up tonight. Very unhappy with the texture. I think we could have done a lot differently here to fix that up, but more ink isn't going to fix it, so we're just going to fill in our gaps and call it that. Heck yeah. So there's a very specific pigeon that I want to draw. Here we'll find it. Cut out gaming just a bit more. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, but there was also the Dream Tiger. Anyways, okay, wait. There has to be more. So I don't know what encourages this, but I really wanted to draw this, and we're gonna make a new PureF thing just for this. Pigeons sitting. Not sitting just like normal sitting. Sitting like this. For like no reason. And there's just a lot of these pictures on the internet of just like little dude is sitting for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Let me see if I could find more. I love these so much. They're so funny to me. Why are the pictures are always so blurry too, as if like the pigeon's gonna attack them? What the heck? Why? That's not how it's done, my brother. There are videos, pictures. I mean, there's probably videos too. But there's also these just pictures where it's pigeons standing on top of each other. I actually have seen doves do this, which makes sense. Doves and pigeons are closely related. It's just so silly. So we do owe a pigeon sitting. So goofy. I don't think I can find any more reference images. And yeah, let's make this one not fast as in like get it over with or any of that. Fast as in just like, you know, let's try to be speedy about it. Let's be quick with our actions and analysis and stuff. And I don't really want to draw 100% from reference here, but let's see, is there a page that we haven't like completely used? There is one. It's like a robot that I wanted to draw that I just never got to, so I think we'll use this page. This is from a while ago, and while I like the notion of what I was gonna do there, let's just do our own thing, right? Get all my favorite pencils and stuff out, and we'll go a bit over time too, have some fun with it. 200% more boards, 1000%. I love these guys. They are so silly for no reason. I just love birds so much. All the raptors, from actual lizards to to this, right? And I don't know what pencil I used here, but it's staying. You guys can't really see it, but it is there. So yeah, how would I draw this? I'm trying to think. I kind of want one like the top right one, just looking down. See, I mean, of course. Wow, is this? I really sharpened that. Jeez. We just want like, I think. Is you just gotta start with. Looking back at everything you've done, how does it feel now? Drawing it out in hindsight, do you think you've overcome? Oh yeah, for sure. Controlling my lines, letting my imagination roam free, confidence, literally just, I enjoy art more. It doesn't mean it's any easier, but it is, in fact, I'd say it's only harder now, right? Because there's just so much we're learning. But yeah, definitely have learned some stuff. Sorry, I'm so in my pigeon mode that caught me off guard, but you know, we can kind of do anything with this like Borb. And I was kind of imagining it like looking right down at it. I have to like cover my eyes, like put my hands up to my eyes just to like imagine this. Trust the process, Kavel. Trust the process. My brain learned too much things and click. And things just click. You're like, if I knew this, yeah. That's how I was. I think the first time that ever really happened to me was my physics class. Because like my professor explained things so intuitively and made them so fun and interesting that I was like, oh shoot, how did I just not get this before? Kind of just feeling things out. I don't really have a game plan here. That's all right. This is becoming a bit of a horror, actually. Uh-oh. It does kind of have this like double chin going on, but I don't know. You guys can barely see anything, but I can see only the horrors that I've constructed so far. I think I drew too big. We're gonna do this smaller. I think starting small with something like this is probably the smarter play. You draw a double chin. How does that work? I think just by merely like moving the head back, I think in the fluff. In a bit for you guys. Try to reinforce that that mouth a little bit. Like here is kind of suffering. I don't like that. We should name the bird. What should his name be? I'm a fan of Pilbert. He looks like a pill. It's a plan Filbert. But I think Dazzling gets the name choice because this is Dazzling's inspiration after all. Pilbert it is. I really appreciate that. I love Pilbert. How do we do these? Your little leggies. Those legs are way too big. I just realized how big that is. That's a bit excessive. We need to go like this probably. Or like make the chunk a bit bigger. Kind of make it fit over the leg. Or go like this. Chicken wing, hot dog, bologna. I'm tempted to just do like a little silly. I think I'm getting too anatomical with this. Just like a sheep. It needs to be a bit smaller. I do go a bit more out, don't they? Pilbert. I'm now in love with Pilbert. Should Pilbert have a silly little hat? I vote Pilbert has a silly little hat. What do you say, Desling? Does Pilbert get a silly little hat? A tricone. Is that what I think it is? Maybe it's not. What is a tricone? Tricorn? Tricorn. Okay, I'm gonna assume that is what the yes is for. I'm a tricorn. How do you draw a tricorn? That is a very hard thing to draw. You are torturing me. You think? Wait, I kind of want to do like a zoomed in view of him with the tricorn on. I'd say like just a little party hat would be perfect, but that's also very easy to draw. That's why I want to do that. I think this should be undo, Control Z. I'm gonna stop messing with him for now. Let's make a version with the cool sunglasses. I think we can do that. Let's do a version where he has cool sunglasses. I want to do one like where his face is up close. Like we have a even bigger. Tricorn. How the hell do you draw? um. He's a pigeon, so he has little pigeon things. I'm looking at my monitor for my references of pigeons, and I just had the tricorn open. That's not helpful. Like the little. We need that to indicate that it's a pigeon. No, eyes are not far enough apart. We want like super far away, crazy silly eyes. Like on the side of the... That looks angry. There, oh, I think the more circular it is, the funnier it is. On your eyes too. Tiny silly. That looks a bit... Okay, that looks even worse. Maybe we stick with the slightly inwards. Yeah, that's even scarier. It just gets worse. Maybe not. Ugh. Ooh. Help me, guys. I need help. Growing silly eyes. Eyes are always the thing that gets me. Oh, that's pretty uncanny. I like it though. That didn't go the way I wanted it. That's too heart-shaped, but I kind of like the notion of just like a silly little feather sticking out on top. Just like... Orb. That's not really going the way I wanted it to. I feel like the bottom of this circle will just keep getting bigger. Like, you're seeing this. But then it just keeps. I just don't know where to do the arms. I want to do like this one dramatic, and it's gonna have like the anime. Let's do it with my dark purple one. Oh man, using this one to shade feels phenomenal. Red now. I missed an L. Dirt. Yeah, I need to put I need to put the 4H away. I'm going crazy. Really don't know how I want to, like I want to do the chest here. I just don't know how I want to do the wings. Need some inspiration. I think this contrasts. The like evil look in his eyes enough. Oh, this is why. Maybe using my hard pencil. I was gonna say it feels like I'm going crazy over here. Kind of looks like what's his name from Spider-Man? What's his name? The big dude. We all know what I'm talking about. Kingpin. Thank you. I might just keep going with this. I want to do one with like, here, wait. Very, very specific type of I want here. Sunglasses, tricorn, and bread. Let's see if we can fit it on the page. Where's my pencil? There it is. Oh, Kavel, you're staying up too late. Kavel, you're not gonna be... You need rest for your studying you're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna have our... I want to make the eyes smaller over here. Exactly. And let's see, we have a loaf of bread that's just going like this. Actually, no, let's make it a bit taller. This. Yeah, I think it should go like this. And like all the bread always has like this type. I need to look up a piece of bread. Loaf of bread. Okay. Yeah, too bad. We're doing like the classic loaf. Because I think that's like more Or iconic. Right? And the tricorn. Which I'm going to do by defining the 3. Then like my really trashy rendition of tricorn. Give me one. What that pack like? Oh. Got my lesson 4 badge, huge. Yeah, I saw someone reacted with a thumbs up in there, so huge. Congratulations, Kat. You're now technically officially allowed to go into lesson 5. They're not officially, but you know. Let's see, so Yeah, you got an authentic tricorn from 1832, sunglasses stolen. Get a slice of Wonder Bread. And just so you know, it's unrefrigerated. Refrigerated? No, there's no D. Refrigerated. Got the strut, you know. Was this this is enough 50% for today? It's so silly. I think we need to I wish it here. This is gonna maybe change the color a bit, but that's a very productive night. Lots done. Yeah, cool. I think we'll wrap it up there. Here we can actually give him. Wait, no, we'll give him this real quick. Let's see, you're going like this, so the thumb's gonna disappear inside of it. So this line takes precedence. So, dazzling. Was this enough? Was this enough to sate your desire for some pigeons? Hey, what's up, Pinko? Wow, what a perfect time to join the stream. Shoot, we've been streaming since we moved the streams to 8:30, so 2 hours, I think. Let's see, yeah, 2 hours and 8 minutes, so a longer stream. Kind of our last big stream before the promptathon starts / exam week comes up. So hope you're happy with these, Dazzling. We're actually just wrapping up tonight. But yeah, so for this week, for about the next 4 days, every stream's gonna be at 8:30, so 1 hour, 1 hour later in the day. Thank you. Yeah, no, we originally finished up our. Oh, okay, just hit the page on my monitor. Oh, the other page took the blow. Thank you. We finished this, which I'm very happy with. We can actually zoom out a bit. Our Falcon not happy with the texture, but we'll think that. Oh, you're streaming a bit too huge. And now, you weren't graced with the ability to watch the construction of Pilbert, but, yeah. Still, thank you for all of these ideas. Thank you. Yeah, no, we gotta Got a very angry here. Well, the glare and just the paper color. Oh, that doesn't help, doesn't it? The glare and the paper color don't help me a ton. But we gotta, yeah, no, we're just messing around. Favorite one? Oh, definitely Pilbert, like this Pilbert. All of these are Pilbert technically. But for, you know, spending what, an extra 30 minutes drawing, I think this was a good fun use of 30 minutes. Yeah, number 1, 2, and then 3, because this one I just like, he has some swag, he got the strut, you know. Scratchy lines, but I love the feeling of just the bottom one or the bread one. I love them all. I love Pilbert in every form, right? This one is intimidating, I will not lie. I don't like my handwriting though. I think that my least favorite part of this is the handwriting. But yeah, so very, very fun stream. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, and thank you, Dazzling, for all the recommendation of Pilbert. I had a lot of fun with Pilbert tonight. But now, guys, I got the sad news. I got the bad news, or not even news. It's where's Reiju? Reiju will happen one day. How about that? I don't know the day, but it will happen one day. But yeah, no, yeah, for the more serious news, everybody, is it's exam week, so streams will probably be shorter, shakier, and maybe not guaranteed to be the best. But we can't forget that the promptathon starts. She was in my stream, huge. Of course she was. No. And my first exam's the 25th, and it's all kind of downhill from there. We our last day streaming, so we're gonna be streaming today, tomorrow, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I think I actually messed up because I did post about let's see. I did post that I'm streaming Monday. Yeah, so no Tuesday. So yeah, basically today, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we'll be streaming, and we'll pick up back next Friday. So three days of not streaming this week. That's the most I could like do without stressing out. Thank you. I'm gonna try to keep my sanity, and of course I will be posting my what is it called? On the days I'm not streaming, I'll be posting my promptathon missions. In fact, yeah, we stopped streaming right as the promptathon starts, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. However, we will have what, 4 streams with the end of the promptathon, so I'm very happy with that. Yeah, it's gonna be, I'm gonna be real with you guys, it's gonna be difficult. This is gonna be best end of week drawing though. Yeah, no, this is probably my favorite 50% in a while. Just for how silly it was and how well it turned out and how fun it was, just kind of like ghosting it. Like, this was all pure off the dome too. It wasn't like I mean, yeah, we did have the bread reference, but you know, it wasn't like totally informed, which I'm very happy about. Also, wait, while I talk, I would just want to fix this part of the bread because this part of the bread is annoying me a lot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the hardest set of exams I've had in a very long time. And it's nothing to say other than I am very worried about it, but we'll get through it. Exams don't define who we are or our worth or output, which is a very good thing, because otherwise I would have a pretty bad worth and output. We are graced with the ability to be valuable much beyond that. But you know, who's gonna carry the logs, right? We gotta push through it. We gotta try our best and give our due diligence to the effort that we'd expect. Switch majors, art major, yeah, I know, right? That's the thing. I wish I could dual major, but then I'd be going to college for twice as long, because there is nothing related between computer science and computer science engineering, to be specific, and art. Don't stress about college exams. You'll be okay no matter what happens. I know, because I went through it. Yes. You know, I think the biggest stress about college exams for me is one, maintaining dean's list and pay, right? Like, I have to pay to go to college, and so the higher grades I make, the less I have to pay. Is a very nice concept. But it's all the work that goes into it. Ratio, of course. Yeah, the biggest stressful point about me for college isn't necessarily, I mean, the monetary aspect is very important, of course, you can't take that away. But it's the notion that I've spent so much work already. I've kind of dug my own hole in work amount, and so it's hard to remove that, not even pride, but just like, oh my god, I put so much into it. I really want a lot out of it, right? So good exam grades, all this. Computer science is hard. Don't let anyone tell you don't let they tell you otherwise, but we will fight. Yeah, I keep saying that. I'm just stalling because I keep editing my pigeon bread. But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything logistically. Thank you guys for spawning Pilbert. Pilbert will appear in every piece of media I make from now on out. My friend tries to get me to do computer science instead of art. That's a very interesting, convincing, because I don't think I've met anyone who's like, do computer science, who is doing computer science. The big mistake, and I know plenty know this, but the big mistake is thinking that computer science is about programming. But it has taken me about 2 years to actually get into a class where we're programming, and it's in assembly and C. So, you know, there you go. I haven't even had a class on JavaScript, HTML, CSS, or like the front end tech stacks. Yeah, no, I don't I don't blame them, right? Computer science is really, really hard, but oversaturated, yes and no, because like, sure, we have this crazy market going on right now where AI this, AI that, and there's tons of people in it, but I think the distribution for it is very interesting because you have a small set of very high quality developers, and then like I'd say the curve between high quality and average developer is high. That's not to say the average developer isn't good. The average developer is awesome, but then there's those who just really know what they know. Like they are AI's gonna steal my diploma. Sadly, not at all. I wish it would steal my diploma because then I wouldn't have to do this, but AI is very much the notion of programming. Sure, AI could do programming, but it's going to take a while for it to do what computer scientists do, right? Not so much the computer programmers or software developers do. Yeah, it's a lot. It's scary. It's big, but man, is it going to be worth it? I may just post the video of my graduation on the channel because I'm going to be like doing flips, doing backflips. Not necessarily that it's all over, but to celebrate all the effort I put in, right? I was a business major, so I feel your pain. Was not my college. Yeah. College, it's just school. It's tough. But yeah, I'll stop ranting and lamenting, licking my wounds. We've got a war to win, so let's do it, right? Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for all the kind words and the Pilbert inspiration. I very much love and enjoy Pilbert. It's weird because we go from like silly little Pilbert to like two, not hyper realistic, but like very different renditions of him. I think that's everything. Okay, so remember everybody, we're not streaming from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll be streaming at 8:30 p.m. CT Central Time. Yeah, have a good night, man. Good luck and have faith in yourself. I'm gonna need it, and I will try. Thank you very much, man. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you, Dazzling. Thank you, Delano. Thank you, Kat. Great work on your lesson 4. Congratulations on your lesson 4, and good work on your lesson 5 so far. I think that's everything. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. Oh yes, our friend who joined us at the beginning of the stream. Oh my gosh. Sergio? I think Sergio, but I'm sure. Yeah, I'm gonna need a 24-hour stream. Woo! Oh, goodness. Okay. Before any of that, let's take a night, right? Okay. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Jeez, wow, the brain is gone. Bye for now. Oh no, Rice just joined, bro. Oh shoot, man. Thank you for joining. Bye. Okay, I need to actually end the stream now. Should I just end it yesterday where I just randomly clicked the button?